Welcome to another Dragon's Dogma Online video. So today we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Today I have with me a guest from the devs team, Singed. Thanks for joining, man.
Hi, thanks for having me here. So I'm part of the team specifically that's working on the revival of Dragon's Dogma Online. I'm part of the translation effort.
Yeah.
Where we are currently is actually the Arisen's room, which is a customizable room every single player used to have in the game. One of the things you can do here is actually currently change the location and the furniture of certain things, so you can actually customize your room right now. That was a recent development.
That's really cool, man. So we can go into the bath here.
Yes, and your pawn will also periodically join you during bathing.
So you can play around like that.
Yes, and if the pawn is actually taking a bath with you, it will also react to that. See those little things running around?
Yeah.
Those are Dragonite. Now, the Mandragona around are actually a group of 3 pets you can have. You can actually lift and pet them. And put silly costumes on.
That's really cool. Let's put him down.
Carry it around while it's your tour guide. That wall is actually for the cutscene viewer. You can actually place that and view all the cutscenes in the game, which were up to Season 3. So if you want to see, for example, the story, that would be a cool use. Now that bell serves the purpose of specifically going to a training location in which you can actually place enemies and train your skills. Currently it doesn't work, unfortunately, but that will be hopefully fixed soon.
Let's sit down with this guy.
Yeah, it would actually switch to first person mode, and you can enjoy all the food you have.
Nice.
This was specifically the Christmas themed table, which they released during like the beginning of the game and its Christmas celebration events. I think honestly, now that people have seen the room, we should move out. Don't you agree?
Let's do that.
You know what's a good area to visit? I think we should go to the ruins in the second.
Let's go there.
Loading screens in this game were pretty interesting, I have to say. I like the half shell-shaded look.
And also the loading times are pretty fast.
Yes, this game was actually released as well on the PS3, so I would say even for the PS3 it looked great. Now that is the central hub of the second season that you see there, at least close to it. It was an interesting area.
It's really nice looking, actually.
Yes, the second season was filled with lush forests and wildlife. It was a nice area.
I know there are some enemies in here. Should we fight them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so when we start combat here, you can tell us a little bit more about the mechanics.
Yes, the combat was more focused around reactions rather than just hitting things very hard. You would actually need to apply your skills. Mostly, the combat was still weighty. It was not. It's still Dragon's Dogma at its core, so the combat still feels the heavy feeling it had. The class you're currently playing is Alchemist, who was actually a frontline aggro tank. Now, an aggro tank's goal is to get the opponent to attack you instead of your vulnerable teammates. Oh, you just got slammed into a tent.
We need to get out of there. That's not a good place.
You get enemies. How to kill them at least. Ah. I see you've discovered the trampoline ability.
Yeah, that's
mid-air.
That attack is hard to evade, man.
So try and get him. Yes. Yeah, that was actually a really good parry. Good job, man. Alchemist, the interesting thing about him as well is he had a different ability as well. He would build up these clusters of the enemy. If you see, for example, head, you can see those tiny glowing yellow crystals. You would actually build them up so they would go from 1 to 3, then they would actually turn red, and then they would go red, 1 to 3 crystals, and then finally make one big glowing yellow cylinder kind of looking thing. Now, when you pop them with a chemical burst, just as you did, that will cause a lot of damage and apply a stat effect. Now, I see you constantly dodging like that. That's actually the thing you leave behind that construct. If the enemy hits it while it's there, it actually explodes and deals damage to him. Nice. Oh, you parried him with the shotgun skill, which is pretty impressive.
You can do that?
Yeah, the shotgun skill, well, I call it the shotgun skill. It's technically called Alma Sector.
All right, so I think we'll try to fight some different monsters as well, and I know they're close by.
Yes.
We go to Moorfowl.
Moorfowl, yes, exactly.
Let's try that. All right, so that looks like a tough boss there.
I would suggest actually going and fighting at him later. That's a very interesting boss, and I'll tell you about him, more info on him when we come back. For now, I would suggest trying to find lantern fuel and other items.
Yeah, we'll do that first. Those bushes will glow, right?
Yes, there is one. You found it. Good
there
job.
We go. Found some mushrooms. And we also have something returning from DDA, and that's a Conqueror's Talisman and Conqueror's and Demon's Periapts. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. They work the same, in which boosting either strength or magic.
So now we can actually turn this on, like that.
Yep, they were nice looking areas, honestly.
Yeah, it's really nice looking, actually.
And you see that little effect around you when you sprint for a bit of time? That's actually the sprint ring. Now, the sprint ring, if you sprint for some time, it will actually give you a speed boost. So traveling was not as slow as you think, even though it's the open world.
Yeah.
You also had next to it the jump ring, which would increase your jump height. The thing you use there is the double jump of the alchemist. You can jump and then jump forward for more momentum. Very useful.
So this is a nice area.
Yes.
This reminds me of Avatar for some reason.
Yes, it does. This is very much a living forest type of deal where everything cohabits, but there's also something, let's say, not so friendly dwelling within. Boats. You would cross rivers in this game. This NPC is merely informing you that the boat is ready.
Let's take the boat.
Yes.
Yeah, that looks like a tough enemy as well.
Yes, infected enemies were an enemy type unique to Season 2.
Yeah.
They were actually a very tough opponent. They were basically enemies from Season 1 that, when wandering into this forest, were corrupted by these fungi and different types of, like, invasive plant life. So what they do not have a stamina or a break gauge. And so you're asking, well, how would I knock them down then? Those spores and those big wooden things on their body are actually, could actually break them.
Yeah.
And they would fall down once all of those locations were broken. For example, if you were fighting, as in this case, a core Cyclops or a regular Cyclops, and you said, okay, I need lightning damage, you could say to your support pawn, which is, for example,
okay, so there we got corrupted, right?
Yes. What you want to do here, right now, yes, now open it, and
there we used it.
Now your corruption is gone. You see how the trees were on him? Now is the time to break them. Go and climb the monster. Yes, go and climb the monster and build up the clusters you have on it. Yes. Now you see, that thing you're hitting them hits them about 7 times usually. So what you want to do is it took 10 hits for it to build up fully and glowing, for it to glow. Yeah. Now I think one fully charged or a bit more would destroy that thing. So do a fully charged one on it. Oh, it did a roar and tossed you out. Watch out for that. Oh, you broke it.
Oh, we actually broke it, yeah. So there's one more on his head here.
Yes. Oh, that's a yellow roar.
Oh,
hold on.
Now we need to get out of there.
Yes. Now, red would indicate unblockable attacks. And unblockable attacks were very much a get-off-me kind of situation.
Yeah, so you need to get the fuck out of there.
Yes. You can go and try and grab onto him again. Try and actually... Parrying him could stun him enough so you can climb on. Or you could just grab onto him.
There we go. Wow.
Oh, good job. He's down now. Now he takes additional damage. Start beating it really hard. Good. Use that. That's the heavy attack. Now,
that's the heavy attack.
Is very effective at building up those clusters. As you can see, you already build up 2.
Wow. Big damage.
Yes. The shotgun. good choice. Build up another one. That's Alma Pillar. Alma Pillar would send out those little tiny spikes blowing up from the ground. And it was good when you had multiple enemies chasing. The different attack string.
So that's a delayed attack there.
Yes. Similar to how in Dragon's Dogma you can unlock different attack strings. In this you can also do it, in which it was usually after 2 attacks. So you do 2 normally, delay the 3rd attack, and then continue in a different attack string.
Yeah, okay, so now he's actually torpid, it looks like.
Yes, you've applied torpor to him. Now all of his actions are slowed by 50%, which is good in most situations, but you have to be careful when you proc it, because if the enemy, for example, was flying, you'd actually prolong his flight. So that would be an issue, for example, for melee classes if you applied it too fast. But
yeah,
for Valkyrie,
right.
not that much of an issue, considering he has the catapult ability, or Rex Catapulta, which was that trampoline you saw.
So it actually grows back now.
Yes. It grows back, so you can stun him again, so it's not a one and done deal. So, again, you can beat monsters even if you're under level for them in this game, similar to how you can DTA if you are a good enough player. It would just take a long time.
So this boss is tough, you say. Do you have any tips on fighting him?
Yes. The boss is actually called Diamantes. Now, with Diamantes, he will summon these, like, flying swords you will need to dodge, and I suggest waiting for them to fire and then moving to the other side. Parries are also very effective on him, doing him because he does slow, hard slashes. So, honestly, you can expect that, this attack, prepare, because I think he's going to charge after it. Oh, you almost had that. Fair?
Yeah, so there we go.
Good job. When he flies up, which he does because he has wings, obviously. Good job on that parry there. And you parried him multiple times during that, surprisingly. Oh, you parried him with the shotgun midair!
That was lucky, man.
Good job, you're getting better at this. Attacks. It's
Yeah.
not flowing like many people unfortunately think when they see, for example, Seeker
It is
gameplay.
still very weighty, yeah.
Yes. One of the things, you still have that hit confirming, kind of when you hit him, it kind of slows down, and you can see those kind of explosions, so it still feels nice. One of the people usually see like Seeker gameplay and think the game is all about flying around, but you see the ground combat is still there. This was the final boss of Season 1, and he was a very, very fun fight. It has a lot of mechanics, you can dodge and move around, and it was really felt like, okay, this is how far I've got.
Yeah.
And
so this is like the second phase of this fight.
Yes. He's currently going to red, which means he's kind of getting angry. Good job. Nice parries. You have built up 2 cylinders on him. If you pop him, he's going to lose a lot of health.
We're gonna pop him.
Damage cap.
There we go.
900 night state. You can use that. Yeah, the second one here. Yes. Good job, you grabbed onto it. Oh, build it up. Shotgun him. Oh, good job. Nice damage there.
Ooh.
He's about to... Oh, you got him midair.
We got him.
Flat on the ground.
Damn, that was a badass boss.
Also, Alchemist isn't the only class. If players want to choose and try out other classes, that's available. Other equipment, that's available. You can even summon your pawns. Interesting enough, and give them commands. But we want to show some solo gameplay, so I think this was very good.
Yeah, thanks Singed a lot for giving us this run through of the game, how far you guys have come now. And we're gonna make more videos. We're gonna try all the classes. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.